Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzzer here. I'm currently at St. Melian, so I've just filmed 18 holes with this man, JimboJettGolf. We've had a great time. This video will hit after the French ones we've done, so it might not be for a few weeks, but the sun was shining, we've had a great time.
We have indeed.
So wait for that one, but we're taking this moment to do a what's in the bag.
Yeah.
With obviously this man. These are the clubs. This is the man.
These are the tools.
These are the tools.
This is a tool.
That is a tool. Are you starting at the top end or the bottom end?
Start?
Let's start with the wedges and work our way up.
Wedges, okay. Wedges.
What have you got there?
I've got the TaylorMade milled grind.
Milled grind?
So I got a 60, a 56 and a 50, all in the same club. However, I've got high bounce in the 60.
Okay.
And then I've got low bounce in 56.
And what's the reason for that?
The reason for that is I tend to use 60 a lot. Yeah. 56 I tend to use more around like links courses and stuff to hit lower shots, so I want less bounce for the tight lies.
But that's an interesting one, because that's actually the opposite of what a lot of people do. So it's
I don't really tend to pitch much with a 56.
No, you use your 60 pretty much for everything.
Yeah.
So it shows you don't just copy people for the sake of it. If there's a strong justification, which I would say that is, why not?
Yeah.
And then I see you've got a bit of lead on there.
Yeah, so the 60 I've got a bit of lead tape, or that one rather. I've got a few pieces of lead tape on it. Reason for that is more of a feeling. Okay. Like, so I've made the head a bit heavier. I did have some short game problems, and for me it helps me feel like I can get to the bottom of the ball with it.
Nice.
That's purely
so
the main reason
it
for
up.
that. Yeah.
So they're the wedges, and then what have you got in the irons? In
the irons, I've just kind of changed my irons a little bit. I've had the TaylorMade PSIs for a while.
Yeah.
A couple of years, and I've now just gone and got these Cobras. So I've got the King Forge Tech.
Okay.
So I'm not kind of like matching everything at the moment. I'm just kind of working on what works.
So they're a bit chunkier than what you were using?
These are quite chunky. I'm not playing much, so I feel like I need a bit of extra help. Yeah. So they're probably half a club longer than the PSIs. Yeah. Yeah, the PSIs I tweaked. These I haven't tweaked.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool. I just like the feel of them being forged as well. They feel, they feel really nice. They feel like the PSIs, just like kind of a bit chunkier.
Okay. And then you still got the one iron in the bag?
I've still got the one iron, so I've got the TaylorMade Tour Preferred UDI in a 1. Yeah,
and you've had that one.
I've had that for a while. That's probably like the mainstay in the bag, to be fair. Like, I've had that in there for ages. I love that club. Yeah. Absolutely love it. And for me, like, even off the deck, I seem to be able to hit it pretty well. So. And
you changed the shaft, but you've gone back to the original?
Gone back, yeah. I put a graphite shaft in it, and for me it just made it too light, and I felt like I was losing control of it.
So you've gone back to, and you've got a C-taper light in that one?
C-taper light in that. All my other irons, other than the wedges in the 60, I've got a dynamic gold spinner.
Okay, you got the old spinner.
Iron wise, I've got NS Pro.
Okay.
Like Modus 3s in an X.
You're in the X.
And then that's a KBS Tour in a stiff C-taper light stiff. Okay.
And then your 3-wood head cover I do not like.
I know, you keep saying.
We all know that. So let's get the head cover up first, so people can have a decision on is that a nice head cover or not. You like it?
I don't mind.
I don't like it.
Okay, that's cool.
So maybe get some comments down below. Who's right? Or is it just personal preference? So what is that head cover hiding? That
is hiding my SLDR 14 degree
tall spoon. So that one's been in the bag, in and out for years.
That's been in and out for a while. I do that in the M2. Yeah. Just feel off the tee. This one spins a little less. Okay. So it's a good one to tee off with. That's just in the stock X-Flex shaft with that one. Yeah. And would you put your M2 in if you were playing something that you felt like you needed, like maybe going into par 5s? Yeah. Okay. Certainly. Like kind of around here today, there aren't many par 5s that, if you're hitting 3-wood, doesn't, you know, around here is so tight you won't be hitting 3-wood second shot. So that's the reason that's in the bag, is more for tee shots. Then driver? Driver I've just changed. Just changed? Yeah, so I got the Epic. And that's the Sub-Zero? That's the Sub-Zero I've got, and I've got it set at 8 degrees with the Fujikura Pro in an X Flex.
So you've got the X, so that's the X green. You did have another one in there, didn't you? You tried a hazardous?
I've got the hazardous as well. I've put the thing on for that. For me, the hazardous wasn't flighted quite as nicely. No. Felt like I had to, with this head, I was having to try and work it a bit too hard, whereas this shaft actually goes real well with this one.
Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. And then the putter?
Putter. I've got my Edel. That's back in the bag.
Back in the bag.
So my E2.
E2. So we got the same head. I like I like the black shaft you've got. That wasn't available when I got mine.
No, it's
I
cool.
do like the.
It makes it look slightly different, so I quite like that.
And you got, you got Super Stroke on there.
Super Stroke on there that it looks like I've been practicing a lot, but in actual fact I sanded it down because I don't like when my hands get sweaty.
Oh, so you actually sanded that down?
I did that, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got a file to it.
I wasn't. He's bored in the shop one day.
It ain't practice. No, the reason for that is if my hands get sweaty or it rains, I find that the Super Stroke's quite slippery.
Okay.
So taking that shiny covering off it has actually helped grip wise.
Okay, I thought you'd let the dog chew on it.
No, don't have a dog.
And then the irons are set because you sometimes go quite flat. Are you flat at the minute? So you're standard at the minute?
They're standard because I've, again, like...
Your misses have been a bit to the right, so you don't...
Misses have been right, so I've gone back to standard and feel like the shape's a little better.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it for the club wise.
And then anything else?
Ball, I'm using a kind of a mix between the Srixon Z-Star X and the Callaway Chrome Soft. Yeah. I like the Chrome Softs. Yeah. They feel really nice, but kind of depends what kind of mood I'm in as to which ball I use.
Yeah, it's finding with the spin as well, isn't it? So so you're not comparing the Chrome Soft X to the Srixon X at the minute. You're thinking, you know, that
I'm using the normal Chrome Soft, not the X.
Yeah. So the Srixon X might perform a bit different. So they're not quite like for likes against the brands, are they? No. So that's probably why you're caught in between.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what way to go with it. And then I've got this. So my rangefinder, Golf Buddy LR5.
LR5.
So I used to have a Bushnell and then I had a Nikon. These guys are really cool, so they gave me this one and said give it a go. And in actual fact, not many people, Golf Buddy tended to do like watches and stuff.
Yeah, I thought they were GPS. Yeah,
they do still do them, but I use this and I was like, wow, that's actually, it's really cool. Yeah. And it's quite small as well, so it's real nice to just like kind of, you know, you've had it in your pocket a few times today and whatever. And you don't really notice it, so it's a really cool piece of kit. That's pretty much my bag, other than my bag.
Oh, other than your bag.
Than my bag, which...
Oh, look. Ooh. Look at that.
Certain angles you could lose your clubs. Yeah, this was custom made a couple of years ago for me. I love this thing. Yeah? Yeah, it's cool. It's different. One of a kind.
One of a kind.
Just like me, eh?
Just like you. So we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
The one of a kind JimboJettGolf. So thank you for showing me your clubs. I know you like to tinker and stuff, so...
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll have changed in a few weeks.
Yeah, but no, it's that set was working and you played nicely today with them, so...
Yeah, I definitely think the driver's a big improvement.
Yeah, and we spoke a few coaching points as well, didn't we, over the last few weeks, and overall I thought you're looking pretty good, and the set was definitely set up right. I like the comment you made about the wedge. So everybody usually goes bounce less in the higher lofted one, whereas you've done it the opposite way around, but you've got a perfectly good explanation. So if you play a course that maybe you have to play certain shots, it might mean you carry a 2-iron and a 5-wood, you know, something that you would say, oh, you should never do, but maybe the course you play, that's what you want to do. So it's really picking it for how you're going.
Isn't it? Yeah. Everyone, like, you get comfortable with what equipment you're using and you stick with it. Yeah. Except when you change.
Except when you change all the time.
That's such a bad comment.
Good one.
See you later.